Hello YouTube and welcome to our 40-second Unity 3D tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to add some more level design features and break away from the scripting for now, for those who don't like coding. But yeah, so today's loading screen is the Batmobile. It's not very good loading screen. I'm running out of ideas for this stuff, so if you've got a good loading screen, send it my way. It doesn't have to match into the theme, but it would be better if it could, but it really don't matter because this ain't going to be a proper game yet. We've got to make it all fit soon. But it says, the Batwing is a fast, agile aircraft. It can reach speeds of 150 miles per hour and is owned by Batman. It has one door, 3 wheels, 2 thrusters, and costs 500,000 gold coins. Now, for those of you who don't know, because many people don't if you're not a comic book fan, the Batwing is Batman's aircraft, basically. He has his Batmobile and his Batwing and some other things as well. So we can get into it, it can fly around the space, it's got some weapons with it, and we can program all that. So that's in the description. So I did download the Batwing, and it is here. So I'll put that in the description. I also used that for the loading screen as well, so copy paste. Thank you to 3D Regenerator again for being so good with these models. It's ripped from Batman Arkham Asylum, so yeah, actual game. Then I was actually doing some searching now. The original level loading screen was going to be of the temple I created, which I showed you already. But then I've typed basic temple into Google so I can get an image of it, and then I found that on the first page the temple is actually there, and on the second page it's there as well. So there's something really cool to see, that like I'm on Google. Google's a search engine and I'm on there somewhere, but on the first page of Google. So that's pretty good. But yeah, so that's in the description. So what we're going to do is drag and drop the Batwing in. So it is currently very small ish, is it? Yep. So we'll drag that to the side, and what we'll do is just drag the child out of it a minute and lose prefab. Yes, that's fine. And what we're going to do is actually rotate it, not that one, the other one, that way, -90, that's it, so it fits there. And what we're going to do is actually put the Batwing in the middle of it. Oh, it's roughly in the middle about there, that's it. And drag it back in. So now when we edit it, it's in the middle, it's all good, it's easy to handle. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly add the things. So what do we need? We need a rigid body, but it's an aircraft. One thing about aircraft is they don't have gravity. Well, they do have gravity, but they defy gravity because they fly. So what we're going to do is put it down close to the floor, which is about there. That'll do. And we're going to actually untick gravity, because then that'll give us the ability to make it fly. What we could do is enable it, and it could drop and stuff. We have got an error, but that doesn't matter, so we can just get rid of that. Yep. What else do we need? We need a character controller, I believe. Yeah. So we stick a character controller on. Physics, character controller. And of course we're going to have to set it, because that's all good. So the best place would be to set this, would be to go up a bit higher, move it up, there, that'll do. And for the size, we will, ooh, that should do. Got a big ball in the middle. Look. One day we'll actually give it full things, but not yet. So that's that one done. What else do we need to add? Car movement, and then get in vehicles. So we'll find our car movement script, which is vehicles, car movement, drag it on and disable it. But we want to increase the speed, obviously, so 150. It will only change it for this one, so that's all good. Vehicle speed, weight, it's quite heavy, so we'll say 20 because it's got to fly. Traction, it should be somewhat, so we'll say 2 because it's going to be a bit heavier than cars to turn, I think. I'm not an expert, so don't quote me on that. We also go drag our getting vehicle one down. Char, have we enabled the char and everything else? Nope. Enter distance 10, yep, that should do. So we now have a fully functional Batwing. So we can test it, obviously because we want to test it. It's the Batwing. And what we'll have to do is make a separate movement script for it eventually. So we go in, boom, And then, oh, this is actually quite cool. You should actually put this into your game because this is so cool. Now imagine it taking off, so you can fly around. We'll add some extra scripts, handbrake, and boom. So just pull up next to these vehicles because we need to go in anyway. And that'll do. Enter, and we drop down on top. Perfect. So we'll first start with this sedan, which looks terrible. So we'll get into it. Right, it's sideways. So we know from this point it is facing Liu Kang. We need to make the forward of it face Liu Kang in order to drive. So it is actually really simple. Once I show you once, you will know how to do it easily. So we click on it first. What we got? Well, we've got a null object inside, which is, that's it. So what we're going to do is drag the child out again. We're going to lose the prefab, that don't matter. And what we're going to do is go to the y-axis. And on the null one, we are going to rotate it 90. Done. Drag it back in. That's it. It's as simple as that. That's how easy it is to change it. So, if you ever import something like that and it's messed up, don't worry about it. There we go. There we go. We'll add some like sound effects soon. So yeah. Actually, a subscriber of mine, I can't remember his name. It begins with V, but I'll be showing him in a later tutorial. He's actually done a Hadouken sound, and he's actually made it charge up as well, which is really cool. I've got no idea how he does it, but we'll put that into the game soon as well. So like we hold the key down and it goes high and boots up. Well, that's backwards. That should be simple to fix, but yeah. So it charges up, which is really cool. So the Humvee, null again, drag it out, can't lose prefab, click the null, rotate it 180, and drop it back in. That's it, we're done. Simple as that. So simple. That's it, that's our 3 things done, 3 vehicles. So now we've got 3 proper driving vehicles. And what we'll do for the vehicles soon is make it harder to turn. Oh, something there didn't happen. But we can now drive. Oops, we've hit the top of that. There we go. We'll also make it so when you crash you do it. This is something I want to fix. I'm going to put that down in a minute. We're going to put that building down. Actually, I think we've got to put everything down. Even this one over here. Yeah, I think we'll do everything. Yep, so that should be simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab, first we'll do the temple. Best way to do this would probably be like that, and we just look for the bottom of the trees. So we drag it down. Bottom of the trees, done. What else have we got? We've got battery place. That'll do. Cabin. All the way down there for some reason, but they're up there. We'll have to have a look at that in a minute. Oh, the text temple's really big. Drag it down, place it just under. There we go. And our wall, of course, because everybody loves our wall. I've actually been working on something as well. So you press a key, and then your character will change material and then be able to walk through walls. So I thought that'd be an awesome feature to add in. So, well, this is going to take forever to walk around. So what we're going to do is just jump on over here. Does the inventory still work? Because we haven't checked that out. Yes. Go on a Batwing because that is just, obviously, it just looks so cool. Is it there? Yep. Just in the floor. What about this one? We need to check it all. Yep, that's changed. We'll have to move that yellow arrow thing up, but I've actually fixed that script. Wall, temple. Oh. I think the temple's meant to have 3 stairs, so we'll have to have a look at that one. And the battery, what's that like? All good. So we'll actually have to move the temple up, but then that's it. Yeah, it is. Move it up a bit. What's it look like? That'll do. There. So it's as simple as that. Quick 10-minute fix for you. But what we are actually going to do now is, this video isn't just about editing that, because look how long it took. It didn't take that long. We are actually going to do a quick suggestion what someone offered. I can't remember the name, whoever did it, but your name will be in the description below. But he wanted a main menu screen, and it's really, really simple to do. I messaged him how to do it, and I'm guessing he did it. But so we're just going to quickly do that because we could actually get it done in 10 minutes. So, well, depending on how good we want it to look. So we're going to create a new level. Well, new scene. There we go. And we'll just save this as into our scenes folder, levels, and we'll call this main menu. There is two ways you can do this. You can either use the on GUI functions like we did, which is good, but it's only 2D. We want 3D things. So what we're going to do is first put a cube down, and we'll just stretch it out 50, 0.1, 50. Well, at the moment our game is grass based, so we'll put some grass down on it. What we got? Floor grass or grass? Floor grass. There we go. And what else shall we do? We'll stick a wall on because we love our wall. Cube, stretch it out a bit. 10. 5. And we'll call this 15. There we go. Drag it up. And what I'm thinking is it's shining onto here. If you can't see where it's coming from yet, don't worry about it. We'll call this wall. Call this one floor. Give this a texture. Oh, what did we call it? Brick. There we go. So see, we have that. Where's our camera? So if we go to the Y view and just look where it is out of existence. Oh, the position on this is messed up. So what I'm going to do is move that back. 9 la 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 la. It's lucky we found that before we did anything special, because that would mess up. So it faces the wall, which is good. So we'll drag it back, and now we just need to position the camera to somewhere we like. So, oh no, one needs to be bigger. There we go. Much better. So we're going to rotate this down a bit. Move it up. We'll click the global, then local again, so it's lined up so we can move it. What's that looking like? That's good. So we can add a skybox, so all that grey is an actual texture one day, but not yet. So I'm going to drag this game down here so I can see what we're looking at. Yeah, that's looking good. Oh, that's huge. We don't want it that big. So we can drag this down, move it in like that. And we don't need the view distance so far because that'll save our frame rate if we just change it. There we go, because as you can see, we've got more than enough there. We could even change it down to 100 again, because that's going to save us mass amounts of frame rate. So, as you can see, it's sped up a little bit. So that's good. We can... Why is that moved? Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Right, so what we're going to do now is basically put some buttons on. So what do we want? We want play, quit, and options. Pretty much it. We can add some more stuff later, but I'll just do the play button now because that's simple to do. So we'll drag it across and drag it back. In fact, no, I'll introduce you something new today. If you go to Game Object and click Create Other, you've actually got something called 3D text, which is if you click on it, it's text there, but if no matter where you look at it, it's 3D. It's not 2D like texture is. So if we put that pretty much on the wall, you can also put it through the wall, look, and it's always there. So it just depends where you want it. Well, we pretty much just want it there. Hello world. It says hello world because that's the default one. So we'll just change the text of it to play game. It is pixelated if you look, but we will change that. We're not going for anything perfect. We'll change the font to our font because our font's amazing. The material we need to change back to our font. So where's our font? Textures, fonts, there. Font material. Boom. There we go. So that's a bit better. Change the font size to 3. 5. Okay, 5 doesn't do nothing. Leave that. We'll change the pivot of it, because as you can see it's up here, to the middle of it. Because then that way we can just grab it and place it better. So, play game. That'll do. And we'll just call this play game. We don't want nothing spectacular for now. It's not supported, we don't want to worry about that. So it don't matter so far. It's working, which is, well, it don't matter if it looks any good. But of course we've got to stick Shalcon there because it's his game. It says it's behind the wall, but you can still see it. That is one problem with 3D text. So I don't actually know if you can fix that, but I can research it if anybody requests it. Shalcon, where are you? We actually don't need his scripts on there because that'd be pointless. So what we're going to do is just rotate him. We could spend ages just positioning this one level because you've seen how long we do usually take. But left shoulder. Oh no. Left arm. Change it to global because then it rotates on him perfectly. That's it. And we'll change his right shoulder that way. So I'm just looking at the bottom one here. So that's getting good. It's not perfect. By far it's not perfect. What I'm going to do is move him back a bit. Make him smaller because he doesn't need to be that big. Actually, what I'm going to do is grab one of his arms to try something and just aim it forwards. And then rotate it sideways. And be like, press that. And we can like eventually animate it to hello. But yeah, so that's that. So it's looking good. Oh, we can hardly see him. Pull the camera back. Well, move him in. Yeah, that's looking good, but there's one problem. It's dark. We don't really want it to be dark, so if we tick the shadow on, you can see it. It's bad. So, what we're going to do is go to Game Object, Create Other, and we're going to choose Spotlight this time. Because if we choose Spotlight, then pull it back and mess around with it, put it back here. We'll just position it to a good place. And then, if we rotate it, facing him, and pull it back, if we extend the view distance of it, so we say the range of it is 50, boom, we've got a spotlight. So that can be really good because you can use that for cars, and we could like animate it so it goes like that. But at the moment, where do I want it? I think I want it there. I'm not sure. You could spend hours doing this, literally. I've spent days just working on one level. Well, even for main menu. Because you want it to look good, but you can't spend too long doing it. Actually, I want it closer now. Because I liked it when it was positioned on him. So we'll stick it around there. That'll do. So we can change the range back to 25 because it doesn't need to be that long. Move it in closer. It's a bit dark. That'll do. So, yeah, that'll do. So we've done a basic main menu. To play it there, we'll make it so you can click the button. As you can see, it's very blurred, but we'll fix that later, not now. So you can just keep messing with everything. It is all again about personal preference, but yeah, so we'll call that Spotlight because it's a good name anyway. Character size, should we up that a bit? 4. Can we make it any smaller? 1. Aye, I said 1. Yeah. Line spacing 0.5. Well, I liked it at 1. The problem is about the font size. To do it, you have to change the size of the actual font here. But if we change that, it's going to ruin everything because we've got that attached to most things. So, what we're going to do now is just create the little script what's going to do it. So, we'll create it on a HUDs one because that's simple enough. JavaScript, we'll call this main menu. So, this is how simple this script is. I haven't actually revised this script, so this could go wrong. Yeah, so we've got other stuff up there which we don't need. Close all but this. So we can get rid of all this. We could sit there ages adding fancy effects, so when you roll over it, it does it, but we don't want it yet. So we're just going to write on mouse click, on mouse down. There we go. And we're going to type application dot load level. What level do we want to load? Well, we want to load level 1, I believe it is. Application dot load level 1. That's it. At the moment, that script will only work for whatever we click on, so we could click on anything, but say we're going to attach it to here. What do you call it? Main menu. We're going to add an if statement later, so if we click it, it decides what we've clicked on. So we click, and nothing happens. I believe that's because we're clicking. I know why. It's not working because we don't need that. It's not working because we haven't got a box collider on it. So we need to insert a box collider. Where is it? Come here. Play game. So game object, create other, and well, component physics box collider. There we go. Now try again. Fingers crossed. We have an error. Font size. Those errors shouldn't stop it. Okay, I'm desperate to prove that it works, so I'm going to get rid of that and just add a box for now. So we click the box to be able to play, because I know it works. Main menu. And click. And my game has crashed. There we go. Told you it works. So we now have a fully working game with a main menu. So that's how to do a basic main menu. The font thing, I don't know why that's stopping it. I'll find it out for next tutorial. But that's it. So basic fonts. Thank you to whoever suggested that. That's below. And thank you to whoever suggested to fix the cars as well. I think it's the same guy, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Please like and download all the stuff what you need. And see you next time.